been held by Labor for nearly 20 years. The multicultural seat of Parramatta is a booming commercial centre in the western suburbs of Sydney, and it's on the Liberal Party's hit list. Finding staff is becoming a hot economic issue for many businesses, including at this Indian restaurant.
At times, our partners were doing the waitering and the dish cleaning job ourselves because we could not find the workforce.
Restaurant owner Raza Seyyed wants the next government to speed up the visa application process.
Swift, quick, smart migration where less time is served into the paperwork.
David Borger from Business Western Sydney says labour shortages is the top issue for employers in this electorate.
We've got a lot of skill shortages. We have to fill those gaps. If we don't, we will suffer in terms of productivity. We will suffer in terms of our competitiveness. We'll suffer in terms of lost income, and ultimately that affects everyone. So, we need a big, bold, ambitious migration program.
Parramatta is held by Labor by a margin of 3.5%. Long-standing MP Julie Owens is retiring. Western Sydney businesswoman Maria Kovacic is backed by the Prime Minister and is challenging high-profile economist and Labor candidate Andrew Charlton. The vote could also be fractured by former Labor-turned-independent Steve Christou. He's criticised both parties for not picking candidates from the electorate. Both major parties were late to announce candidates. Now time is running out. Raising profiles with the local community will be crucial to winning this electorate. Hairdresser Feng immigrated to Australia from China 30 years ago. Before COVID, many of her clientele were Chinese international students. Now they're gone.
Less than 10% of my customers are international students now. They couldn't come during the pandemic, and now COVID gets worse in China. If the bilateral relationship is better, more people come, the better my business gets.
Well, she thinks the coalition could do more to improve relations between Australia and China. She's happy with the Morrison government's management of the economy because of financial support given to businesses during the pandemic.
I will vote for the current government. It has a better economic plan than the previous Labor government. For small to large business, they did well.
Coaching firm owner Frank Webb disagrees.
One of the reasons that people have that perception is they hear the loud noise, debt and deficit crisis, right? Bad managers, debt and deficit crisis. And if you're hearing that being pounded out all the time, you hear it and you go, oh, that must be true.
He thinks Labor did a good job on the economy when the party was in office. Given under the coalition, Australia has had a continuous run of deficits, and the national debt has soared to record highs. Parramatta is becoming increasingly diverse, with more refugees and migrants settling here in the past 10 years. At least a third of the electorate is considered to have Indian, Chinese or Lebanese ancestry, according to the census. Fibha Frameen recently came back from a UN Youth Conference representing Australia. She tried to start her own business during the pandemic, but failed. Now she's struggling to find work and keep up with the cost of living.
Prices are continuously increasing and the wages are not keeping up, so it's really difficult for young Australians to enter the property market.
She wants more support for young entrepreneurs.
It's a very lonely journey if you don't have the right support and if you don't have the right mentors.
Supporting future businesses is something Restaurateur Raza also wants from the next government.
I would say, a good nation-building policies where we can have, big cities that we can develop, we can build. No one can stop us to grow.
A future that's worth chasing.